Have you slept with any other first ladies?
No.
Any other women at the White House?
No.
Any other women? You know what? I don't believe you. It don't matter.
I'm telling you the truth, Priscilla.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just sit back and wait. The shit I need to know always comes back to me.
Okay, Oval fans. Now, last week, I expressed my disappointment that, oh wow, Sam cheated after only 3 weeks of no sex. And it was brought to my attention that this was actually mentioned back in season 1. I clearly forgot. Really, I did, because I was here thinking like, wow, it's really been a long time since they didn't have sex. But yeah, 3 weeks. But in any case, I'm still not over the fact that, and look, I get it, within the Oval timeline, time really hasn't been moving that fast. Like, it literally, I don't think it's been a week since the affair, or at least when Priscilla found out at the tail end of season 1. But at the same time, her priorities are definitely mixed up. I don't mean, and I said this in my review, I'm not saying this to undermine Sam's affair, but when freaking coworkers are constantly being killed off by the current administration, and it's literally been quote unquote swept under the rug, but now you have to go back to your daily lives like nothing ever happened. This is not the time to be at each other's throats, or should I say Priscilla specifically. Sam is trying to look for mercy and forgiveness, but I can understand him not receiving it. But at the same time, I'm trying to figure out from Priscilla's perspective, how does Sam screwing the first lady put them in the middle of this? Like, we only got into this mess because you screwed around with the first lady. What did that have to do with Sam getting shot? I really am trying to, it just made me mad. It really did. It just gave me the same mindset of Fatima early on in the season, when Zach, no matter what he said involving Karen not wanting to go back, not loving her, she still didn't believe him. And she just said, you know what, we're going to talk about this as much as I want to talk about it until I feel comfortable with the situation. Then the conversation shifts to, aside from Victoria, any other first ladies or women you screwed around with in the White House. Sam denies it, and Priscilla's like, I don't believe you, and I will figure it out eventually, because whatever you do is going to come back to me somehow, and you better hope nothing comes back. And I'm just thinking, at this point, what else are you going to do to him? You already threatened to throw, what was it, hot water or something on him, and then you made it clear that you're going to let him stay there until he heals up, then you're going to divorce him anyway. So what now? I mean, like, if you find out there's another woman, you're going to use that against him to try to take more? I really don't understand Priscilla's stance here. She's definitely focusing on the wrong things. Instead of trying to find out if Sam has been messing around with other women, you're basically chasing phantoms, when in reality you need to focus on exposing the first family for their foul play. I mean, I'd rather see Priscilla pursuing justice and revenge against, the murders of Sheen, Alice the cleaner, Diane, the former, what was the role again? Like the press secretary or whatever, the thing that Ellie eventually became. Basically, there's so much more. Again, not to undervalue or diminish the way that, Priscilla is justified in feeling. I feel like Tyler forcibly inserts that plot line into these serious scenes when they really don't need to be there. It's kind of like, Nancy with Richard. Yeah, Richard, lot of animosity there. I mean, he spent a majority of their marriage thinking, his wife was faithful, but it turns out his father was the one that got with his wife, and then Pinky, or was it Pinky or Picky? I forget which one, but he wasn't Richard's nephew, but he was like his stepbrother or something like that. But in any case, I'm not saying that was swept under the rug, but that really wasn't a big, it wasn't as dragged out like this situation is with Priscilla and Sam. Yes, it's still fresh, but at the same time, it's just ruining these characters and their storyline, where again, I can understand there being, friction between the two, but Priscilla needs to get it in gear in order to handle the situation they're currently in by exposing the first family. So again, not to downplay Priscilla's feelings, but I still don't like the way she's being portrayed now. At this point, it's like, if you want to get a divorce, then freakity freak, just do it, get it over with, because this thing is just ridiculous at this point. There are bigger fish to fry. It would have been different if she told Sam, like, look, I want to help you heal up. I want to help you expose this administration because too many people we know we're close to are dead and they're acting like they can get away with it. But once all is said and done, we're getting a divorce. That's fine. But on two conditions. Number one, she holds true to what she said, like, hey, we're going to work together and get this done. But then another thing is, don't bring it up every 2 seconds. Like when you're having a serious discussion about all the shit's going on, it's your fault. What the heck does Sam have to do with this? Like in terms of this being his fault, it's stupid. So with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, follow me on social media. Links are in the description, and I'll catch you in the next one.